Let me talk to y'all about something I learned about relationships by being a DJ. And it's kind of long, so lock in with me real quick. So a lot of times when I DJ events, when I look into the crowd, I can see the ones that are couples, right? And fellas, I'm going to tell you right now, one of the quickest ways to lose your girl. And I mean, I can see it coming from a mile away. So a lot of these podcasts get it wrong. So you'll see men saying they don't want their girl wearing risque clothes in public, and a lot of women will call those guys insecure. I don't think anything's wrong with that. I don't think that's insecurity. I personally cannot dress. Every girl I've ever dated, even family, sometimes has to look at me and be like, are you really about to wear that? If it was up to me, I'd wear a black hoodie every day of my life. I would be buried in my black hoodie. So I don't think having a conversation with your spouse about how you dress is that big of a deal. But getting to the point, the way that I can always tell is watching a man crush his woman's spirits. Fellas, if you got a spirited woman and you know she's spirited, you just got to let her be who she is. Let me say that again. If you got a spirited woman and you know she's spirited, you just have to let her be who she is. So from the standpoint of a DJ, I DJ these events and you'll see these women who just love to dance. You see some people who like to dance or move around for attention, but then you got those women who just love to dance. They don't care if it was one person or a million people or nobody. They just hear music and they cannot stop moving. And those women will come there with a date, a guy, the boyfriend, husband, date, whatever. And at some point in the night, and it always happens, those women will ask one of their guys to dance with them. And the way he responds to that, I can tell you immediately this relationship is not going to work. Because she'll be dancing, grooving, and then I'll play a song, and you could just tell that's her song. She will then run to her guy and try to grab him to come dance with him. And you'll just see his shoulders just drop. He'll be like, ah. You can tell that he's completely annoyed with the fact that she wants to dance. And you can clearly tell that this is not the first time. But then what follows that, to me, I find a little bit heartbreaking. Because that spunky, bubbly, like spirited woman sees his reaction and she just sits down. All the dance and all the excitement that she had is just gone. And then I'll notice she won't dance anymore for the rest of the night. And it's like, fellas, I'm not saying that if you're not in the mood to dance, you got to do something you don't want to do. But I actually am saying that sometimes you got to do what you don't want to do. For her, it's not about the dance. It's about you acknowledging that this is a big deal to her. And just because something is not a big deal to you does not mean it is not a big deal to her. You can just see it in her energy. A song will come on and she will damn near explode. So even if you don't like dancing, just get up and dance with her for one song. That's all she wants. The times where the men do that, where she really wants to dance and he just dances for one song, those women are happy for the rest of the evening. But you can't be with a woman and just crush her spirit. Because I promise you this, if you do that, she's gone and she will never return. Women can forgive a whole lot of things. That is something that I have seen with my eyes that they cannot forgive. And if you're asking my opinion, they shouldn't. So if you got a wildflower, let her be a wildflower. And again, I'm not saying that she just is allowed to go crazy and you just got to feed into it. But I'm saying if you can tell that this very small thing is important to her, just give it to her. Just let her have it. Because I promise you'll lose if you don't. And again, I'm telling you, I promise you she's gone.